Hello all, it's the Kitchen Bartender here. Welcome to today's video where we are going to be making an Espresso Martini. So what goes in an Espresso Martini? Well, first of all, we have the vodka. Now this is just a plain vodka I'm going to use. You can use a vanilla vodka like many bars do, but that's up to you. Also, we have Kahlua, which is a coffee liqueur. You could use Tia Maria or any other alternatives that you may want to use instead of Kahlua. And then we have a simple syrup, which is just a sugar syrup. This one I made at home. It's just equal parts water and sugar. You can buy simple syrup in supermarkets as well if you don't want to make it at home. And of course we have the coffee. Now in bars you'll usually find that this is actually espresso, hence the name of the cocktail. But like many people, I don't have an espresso machine at home. If you do, great, you can use that. It's just a double shot which is used in most bars. But what we're going to do in this video is instant coffee. So first of all, let's just get this prepared before we begin making the actual cocktail itself. So put the kettle on to boil. Okay, so the kettle has just finished boiling. What we're going to do is put 2 teaspoons of instant coffee into our jug, and then we want to add 60 milliliters of boiling water, and that will be around the same volume as an espresso from an espresso machine. So we'll just combine this here. There we go. So there is our espresso. So equipment wise, we're just gonna want a cocktail shaker. We're gonna need a spirit measure, of course. We're also going to need our Hawthorne strainer and our tea strainer, a fine strainer. So we can go straight in here with the coffee. And then from there, we can go in with the vodka. We're going to want 35 milliliters of vodka. Should be around there. And then next, we will want the coffee liqueur. We want 15 milliliters of this. And then we will go in with our simple syrup, which is just equal parts sugar and equal parts water. 25 milliliters of this. And from there, now we have all of our ingredients in there, we can add our ice. So we're going to shake this. So we make sure the lid is on nice and tight, and we'll just hold that together while we're shaking. So what we're looking for here is to make the ice travel from one side of the shaker all the way to the other side. and we're going to do that quite aggressively. We're looking to smash the ice while we do that. So this will look as follows, and we're going to do this for 6 to 8 seconds. So we're going to serve this in a coupe glass. You can serve this in a classic martini glass. If you don't have a stemmed glass at home, that's fine too. You can just use a short glass such as this one. You can even, if you're using this type of glass, serve it over ice if you wish. But we are going to use this nice coupe glass, which is the type of glass you'll probably get in most bars, either that or a classic martini glass. So I'm going to go off with the lid here, and with this type of shaker you can actually just pour it out of the top on there through the fine strainer, of course, but I like to use a Hawthorne strainer. You can get all of this equipment in most supermarkets, I find. Yeah, so like with any cocktail that we shake, like we just did, and which is served in a glass with no ice, we definitely want to double strain it just to catch those shards of ice which we just smashed whilst shaking, and we just get a nice sort of clear, smooth final product. So we can just pour that through the shaker there and make sure we shake out that nice foamy head, and then just sort of tap it through. And sometimes you do have to be a bit more aggressive than others, such as when we have a very thick foamy head like this. Yeah, so there we are. Now we just want to garnish this. In the bar, most of the time you see this garnished with 3 coffee beans, but I don't have any coffee beans at home, so just going to use some of the instant coffee. Just sort of make a nice pattern on the top there. Not too important, you don't even have to garnish it if you don't want to at home. Alternatively to this, if you want to be quite fancy, you could use some chocolate shavings, which also looks quite nice. But yeah, this is done. The espresso martini made at home in your kitchen. Thank you for watching today's video. I've been the kitchen bartender. Today we've made an espresso martini at home. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you made this yourself and how it turned out. Also let me know if there's anything you'd like to see in a future video. As always, thanks for watching and take care.